For example, if any of y'all ever played basketball, y'all know that some of y'all, when you started shooting, you start shooting like this. Sometimes you shot like that. Sometimes you shot like that, right? So what coach or which did you do? You practice. You had to get your form right. You had to keep shooting it like that. You might miss. You had to keep shooting like that. You might have missed. You had to keep shooting like that. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. And eventually, when you got in the game, or whenever you went to park, or whenever you went to rec, you just start hitting shots because the form was already perfected. You know what I'm saying? Somebody give you that ball at the mid-range, okay, money. When somebody give you that ball at the three-point line, okay, money. Why? Because you practice. And it's the same thing. All confidence is having a thought process and making a move without overthinking. That's all confidence is. That's all real confidence is, because it's natural. You feel me? It comes to you and then you move. Why? You are trusting what you're capable of. And that shit takes time. So, y'all wondering, how do I do that? How do I gain confidence through just practicing? When you start off with something small. Okay? For example, I do social content, so I'm going to go ahead and give y'all social examples. For you guys who are extremely introverted, extremely introverted, y'all don't start with trying to have a fucking philosophical or stand-up, philosophical conversation with a random person, or stand on stage trying to talk to a whole bunch of people. No, that's not what you do. Why? Because you're forcing yourself to do that. What you do is, you may be talking in front of a camera, you may be get used to writing the shit down. You do those little things. Next, you start saying, hey, how are you doing to people? You start saying hello. You start saying, how is your day going? You start saying that to everybody you see. I say at least 5-10 people a day, because you have to put in those reps. You have to get used to speaking. You feel me? And before you know it, it's going to come to you naturally. It's going to be a natural thing. And then secondly, what you do is you start having conversations with people. I say 5-10 people a day. It don't have to be like a long 10-20 minute conversation. I'm talking about a simple, hey, how your day going? Oh, it's going good. It's good to hear. How is the food here? What's number 2 is the best order that you think at a fucking fast food restaurant? Things like that get you used to just communicating with anybody, right? I'm talking about on a social level. Your confidence in doing that and executing that is going to grow. Why? Because you're putting in the reps. All right. Last but not least, start actually, trying to find ways to build relationships with different people. Why? Because you already know how to talk. You know how to introduce yourself. You know how to talk to them. You know how to hold a conversation. And you can build a relationship by finding out ways to connect with people. Right? But it comes through practice. You will not be confident overnight. Can you be confident? Hell yeah. But if you keep practicing, you will eventually be confident before you know it. One morning you're just going to wake up and you're going to be that guy, exuding with confidence. If any of y'all ever played basketball, y'all know when you first started trying to shoot the damn ball, your form was terrible. You probably had your elbow over here. You probably shot it like this. Sometimes it was inconsistent, right? Because you had no direction on what you were doing overall. Why the fuck the flashlight not on? Why the fuck is the flashlight not on? Now, through practicing in private, what you'll begin to realize is that you're taking in another thought process internally, right? The way you think when you by yourself, you think different than when you are, or you social, or you public. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about you being comfortable with what you're doing. So that thought process that you have when you practicing how to dance, self-express in private, that's what the internal thinking process is what you need to get used to having when you out in public, when you social, whatever you're doing Why? Because that's when you are the most comfortable. It's about being self-assured is you being comfortable in your own skin. Okay, so that's initially all you're trying to do is get used to practicing those things. One, because you're gonna eventually get better and you're gonna get so good that you're gonna be like, damn, I'm really am one of them. You're gonna view yourself that way. But also you're gonna know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You're already gonna have a thought process on what to do. Right? For example, now what makes you overconfident versus what makes you now see what makes you confident is that you just want to be yourself without overthinking. Now y'all wonder how the fuck you do that. Well, they got multiple ways. The best way for you to do it without overthinking is start writing shit down. And I'm not talking about being a writer, writing a story, writing a book. Ask yourself like 200 questions and get used to answering those questions. Answer those questions and fully express yourself. I'm talking about go to ChatGPT, go to Google, just get 200 questions to ask yourself and answer all those questions, providing the reason why the answer is the answer, giving you a chance to connect with yourself and express who you are. Yeah, that's one. You can also dance. It's not about you actually, I'm practicing my moves, I'm trying to be cool. No, it's about you using your body to express yourself. Why? Because all of these things that I'm telling y'all, whether it be poetry, connecting to your creativity, writing, connecting to who you already are, dancing, using who you already are to move, skating, combat sports, anything will help you get used to being confident. Why? Because it's a thought process. It's all about connecting to that thought process of you committing to actions. All right? So just keep this in mind. Whenever you are private by yourself, you need to use these actions. Take these actions seriously because it's all preparation. It's all preparation, right? You want to get used to, doing what you do in private and getting used to what you do in private in public, no matter where you are. Why? Because you are already sure and you understand what you're capable of. Making you self-assured, right? But you have to go through a phase of doing things in private. Now, to be confident, you gotta fully understand who you are as a person. It's not about what you do for a living. I'm talking about understanding yourself in a way to express it. Understanding your style of self-expression. What's best for you to know. You know what I'm saying? And that's all about an internal thinking process to get it out. So what you need to start doing is finding different ways to express who you are. Right? A lot of times when you meet somebody that's confident, they seem self-assured. They seem, they have a certain aura about them. It's because they already know themselves well enough to be comfortable in any situation. And this shit take time. So for all you motherfuckers like, oh man, you just a good looking motherfucker, so that's why you confident. Shut the fuck up. Alright? If you ain't confident, listen to what the fuck I got to say. Alright? What's good, YouTube? This is IQ Domino coming back at y'all with another motherfucking bang of a video. Now today we're going to be going over being confident and self-assured within yourself. We're talking about charisma. We talking about comedy. We talking about intelligence. We talking about self-expression to the fullest level. Let's get right into it, man. Now I understand most of y'all might think that confidence has to do with a lot, a big crowd. It might seem hard to achieve, but it's not, because when you don't make it about other people, the more confident you are. You have to fully make it about yourself. Damn near conceited for you to really reach that next level of confidence, because confidence is all it is you doing what you want to do, whether other people like it or not. That's confidence. So start allowing yourself to start practicing, things that you want to be confident in, and start actually pushing the boundaries of what your norm is, what your comfort zone. And before you know it, you're going to be exactly who you are in private. You're going to have the same comfortability in private, in public. Before you know it, congratulations. You're confident. Hey, man, you enjoyed this video, man? Leave a like down below. Subscribe. I drop bangers like this all the time, man. Try to get this video to 100 likes, man. I'm going to see y'all when I see y'all, man.